If you are cutting calories and working out to stay on a deficit, but the scale is not moving the way you want it, this video is for you. We have been told weight loss is simple. Just burn more calories than you eat. Sounds very straightforward, right? And yes, this can work in the beginning. The issue is that for most people that follow this strategy, the weight comes back within months if you lose any weight. So this video is centered on the mental shift that finally allowed me to lose all the extra weight in a sustainable way. I dropped 15 pounds in only 1 month. And this was after years of fighting with the extra weight. This was when I was 32. And now at 48, not only have I maintained it, but I also feel and look better than in my 20s. So let's begin with the concept of energy balance. So basically this is about the balance between the calories that you're eating and the calories that you're burning. So someone like me that is maintaining weight, in theory, should eat the same amount of calories that I'm burning. And again, in theory, someone that is gaining weight is because they're eating more calories than what they are burning. And when we think about it, sounds logic. The problem comes when you start eating less calories than what you're burning and you're not losing weight. And we have all heard this: eat less, work out more, and you will lose weight. Not so much. Let's be honest, we had all been there, we had all tried, and for most of us, this didn't work long term. And here is why this fails over and over and over again. When you start cutting calories, your body doesn't realize you're dieting. It doesn't know you're trying to lose weight. As far as it's concerned, maybe you just don't have food. So the good news is, if you actually don't have food, your body is built to survive. I mean, our ancestors were built to hardship. So you are the product of an unbroken line of survivors. The downside to this is you are biologically programmed to defend against weight loss, especially when it comes from a calorie restriction. And yes, you may drop a few pounds for a few weeks. You will lose fat, but unfortunately, you're also losing muscle. And here is when it gets tricky. It gets to a point that your body starts pushing back. It lowers energy output. You may start feeling colder. Your metabolism slows down. You feel tired, and getting to the gym is getting harder and harder. So here is when fat burning decreases. Why? Because your body is trying to survive. So to survive is preserving fuel to stay alive. So pretty much holding onto the fat. And the scale, which was once dropping steadily, begins to stall, or we just hit a complete plateau. And some people, this was actually my case, even gain weight while eating less and working out more. And this happened because your body has shifted to survival mode. Hunger increases and your brain is constantly sending signals to look for food. And you become almost obsessed about food and eating. Food starts dominating your thoughts. And that love is just the survival wiring kicking in. And for most, this is when the diet collapses. It may happen after 1 month or 6 months, but once the restriction ends, weight regain usually follows really quick. And often people gain actually even more than what they lost originally. You blame yourself, you assume that you didn't have enough discipline. After all, weight loss is supposed to be simple, right? You eat less, you work out more, and you're good. And then you get tougher on yourself and you promise that next time you're gonna go harder. But guess what? When you try to do this again, the same biological response repeats and the cycle continues. I mean, let's be honest, how many diets have you tried already? You have lost some weight, then you regain it. This is nothing new. So now you understand why when restricting calories through diet and exercise, you are just activating a survival system designed to protect you. And a few months later, you are back exactly where you started or worse. The truth is, the idea of calories in versus calories out is too simplistic. Approaching weight loss only through calories misses a deeper and more complex reality. There is a better framework for understanding fat gain and fat loss that aligns with how our bodies actually function. And here is when we start talking about hormones. Hormones are chemical messengers. They allow different parts of our body to communicate. And you're probably familiar with a few of them, like thyroid hormones, for example, made in the neck, and they influence metabolic speed throughout the body. Testosterone and estrogen regulate reproductive systems. Melatonin that helps control sleep, and insulin produced in the pancreas, and its job is to regulate blood sugar. And insulin is the hormone we are focusing on today. Think about this. What happens when someone is prescribed insulin? The most common side effect is weight gain. So when you ask someone what they notice when they start on insulin, more than likely they're gonna say something like this: I started gaining weight like crazy. So this is what happened. Insulin signals the body to store glucose from bloodstream as fat. It functions as a storage hormone. So it's natural that a medication that stimulates insulin production often is going to add more fat to our bodies. So we need to understand that insulin sits in the center of weight regulation. High insulin levels drive fat storage. Lower insulin levels allow your body to access the fat storage and convert that into energy. So ask yourself, where did calories fit into this explanation? So to wrap up, the main takeaway is this: controlling insulin is way more impactful for fat loss than obsessing over calories. While calorie restriction may produce short-term results, it's very rare when it's long-lasting results. So shifting my focus from cutting calories to lower insulin by eating enough of every food group was the turning point that helped me break free from years of yo-yo dieting. It allowed me to lose significant weight back in my 30s and keep it off. And I'm confident that this understanding can help you too. And if this clicked for you, but you just don't know where to start, how to make these changes, just join my free 12-day challenge.